Good day everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel Gardening Tube. So today we are going to be looking at pruning your okra plant, how to prune your okra plant. And also at the end of this video I'm going to be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of pruning your okra plants. So stay tuned. So without wasting much of your time, as you can see in the video, this is a pruned okra plant. I'm zooming in and out. Look at the base of the plant. There are no leaves, no stem shooting out. Look at this one, very nice and clean. It has been pruned by me. As you can see me zooming in and out so that you can have a closer look at it. That is what a pruned okra plant looks like. No leaves beneath the plant and no new shoots coming out beneath the plant. As you can see here, this is the top of the pruned okra plant. You see me zooming in and out so that you have a closer look at it, the way a pruned okra plant looks like. In case you are new to gardening, that is the way a pruned okra plant looks like. That is the top of the plant. You see me holding it and zooming in and out. So this is also a more matured plant that I've been harvesting the okra pods from. You can also see it's not pruned yet. See how bushy it is, with so many leaves growing out of it and so many stems coming out from the main stem. Also so many okra fruits. You can see me zooming in and out so that you can have a closer look at it, how bushy it is. There are many leaves on it, many stems, many shoots, and also it's very rough. That is me showing you how an unpruned okra plant looks like. And this plant that I'm using for this video is a more matured plant of about 4 months old, because we have been harvesting lots of okra pods from it. And you can see another okra pod getting ready to be harvested. So this is the plant. I'm zooming in so that you can take a very close look at it. That is also another pod and another pod, smaller pods shooting out from the sides, from the branches, the newly formed branches of the okra plant, because it has not been pruned. So that is what happens when you don't prune your okra plant. You have many little okra coming out from the branches. So this is also me zooming in and out so that you can look at it very well. Okay, so right now we are about to start pruning our okra. So this is what we call pruning. You can see me taking out the leaves beneath the okra plant gently. That is what we call pruning of your okra plant. So this is yet another okra plant that is very bushy and pruned. So right now I'm going to be pruning it. So you will see me cutting out the excess branches that are beneath the plant. So you can see that the plant almost fell off. That is why, as a new beginner, you need to use tool if you are not yet used to this pruning with your hands. So you can use a tool to do the pruning. You can use either a scissors or a pruning tool. If you don't have one, you can check the link in the description. I've placed a link to an original tool that you can use for this. So this is me still doing the pruning very carefully with my bare hand because I'm used to it. So this is the top of the okra plant. Those are some of the leaves that I've pruned out. I'm still yet pruning some. Look at me holding that one. I'm bending it slightly. I continue twisting it. So that is what we call pruning of your okra plant. If you are not comfortable doing it with your hands, because okra has little thorns on the leaves, so you can wear gloves and also use scissors. So this is me yet pruning another plant. You can see me holding it with my hand and gently pulling out the extra leaves and stem that have come out from the main stem. So that is me also continuing the pruning. That is what we call pruning of your okra plant. Look at me breaking out that one gently. You can see that it injured the plant a little bit, but don't worry, since you are pruning and you don't want the plant to start growing extra leaves and shoots from the, the main branch. So it's okay, over time the plant will heal itself. So this is me zooming in and out. As you can see, we have already pruned this okra plant and we are still continuing the pruning process with some pruned leaves on my hands, as you can see me doing over here in the video. So as simple as it is, that is what we call pruning of your okra plant. Very easy, it's not that stressful, it's not that hard to do, it's just very easy. You can do it with a tool or with your hand, as I did over here. So now let's look at the benefits of pruning your okra as well as the disadvantages of pruning your okra. So for an unpruned okra plant, the first tip here is that unpruned okra pod matures late because it has many okra pods growing on it at the same time. So you need to take note of this. When you don't prune your okra plant, there are many okra pods coming out of it at the same time, just as you saw in the video. So for the okra plant to be growing many pods at the same time, it will take more time for each and every one of the okra pod to mature. So also tip number 2, still under the unpruned okra plant, unpruned okra causes shades and prevents sunlight from reaching its surrounding plants. This means that because the plant has not been pruned and is bushy, it will prevent the sunlight from reaching any other plant that is around it. Then tip number 3, unpruned okra produces many small okra pods, though depending on the fertility of the soil. Because the okra is not pruned, there will be many okra, small okra coming out of every part of the okra plant. Also, tip number 4, an unpruned okra plant looks very bushy because it had so many leaves and so many branches on the main plant, so it looks bushy and unkept. So tip number 5, an unpruned okra plant has so many leaves on it, and when you run out of okra pods, you can as well cut some of the leaves and use them for cooking. Yes, the leaves are edible, you can eat them. You can cut the leaves and use them for cooking because it produces so many leaves, unlike the pruned okra. So now let's look at some tips on the pruned okra. Tip number 1, pruning okra improves airflow across plants. Tip number 2, pruning makes your harvesting easy because you can easily locate matured okra pods. Tip number 3, pruned okra pods matures faster because it has less amount of okra growing on it at once. Tip number 4, pruned okra does not have balance on the ground and can easily be carried away by heavy wind. Tip number 5, avoid pruning very close to the top of the okra plant. Tip number 6, ensure to leave about 4 to 5 leaves remaining on the plant after pruning. Tip number 7, pruning gives you bigger size of okra but less number of okra on a plant. Tip number 8, pruning wastes okra leaves that can be consumed. Tip number 9, pruning reduces loss of nutrients used in maintaining the excess leaf of the okra plant. Okay, we hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to our channel for more garden tips. See you in the next video.